Right, ladies and gents, I've just decided to nip out this morning. It's a cold, frosty morning. It's offering a couple of hours, 3 or 4 hours perhaps, of a bit of sunshine. There's been weeks of persistent rain and I've not had much chance to get out. The trips I've had planned to the mountains and even camping trips. It's okay camping in the rain, for instance, but it's no fun really, especially going to film stuff. I don't just camp and just sit there in the tent cooking a dinner. I like to go out and explore, and that's no fun at all in the lashing rain. So I've nipped out this morning, and as people know, I like to mess about, experiment with stuff, and I'm just on the outskirts of town where I live, main road there. It's a nice secluded bit of woodland here, and you might be able to hear the bird song. There's all sorts going on around me at the moment. It's that time of year, of course. I'm going to use this tin, the lid's still in there, and I'm going to make a little stove. I won't have time to, I'll light a little fire in it, I'll get it going, but I won't have time to cook anything on it. But next time I'm out, I'll take it with me, and I'll boil up some water, or maybe have a little fry up on it, you never know. But it's just sort of commercial or semi-commercial sized tin of baked beans. I'm not advertising Heinz, by the way. This label will burn off as soon as there's a fire inside. Now, I could sit in a sterile clinical environment and have all the tools to hand and make that perfect. If you had to knock up a stove in a hurry, you'd have to make do with whatever tools you had. So what I deliberately did this morning was I went to my toolbox and I quite literally closed my eyes and pulled out the first thing that I touched. So I have a hammer, and I have this old screwdriver, and that's the only two tools I've brought. And I'm going to knock a series of holes through this to allow in oxygen, like a brazier. I'm going to try and make another hole a little bit bigger to feed some twigs in, perhaps. Make it like a little rocket stove, and I'll light a fire in it. I'll burn this label off, and then next time I'm out, I'll boil up something or cook up something on it. So that's what I'm going to do. Right, I've just found this nice stone here. I can use that as a solid base for holding this in place. I'll just tip that lid out there. I'm going to knock 4 little holes in the bottom and a series of holes around here, and that's pretty much all I'm going to do to it, just so enough air gets in, enough oxygen to light whatever's going on inside that. So I will light a little fire in this just to see how it goes. If it's not brilliant, I can always knock another extra few holes in it, but say it's a little experiment. So we'll see. As I say, I have just 2 tools, a hammer and this old screwdriver. Right, I've collected a few little twigs here. Everything's quite wet, to be honest. There's been a frost, so you've got that sort of, it's defrosting now, thawing out, but you've got that little bit of dampness on the outside of the twigs. But I'll light those, and I've got some little homemade fire lighters here, cotton pads, with a bit of wax and Vaseline on them. So just get this going. Now these twigs are, as I say, a bit damp, so they're probably going to be a bit smoky as well. But let's get things going. With these homemade pads, a bit of wax on them, works brilliantly. Also Vaseline works okay on these as well. Drop that in there. Even that to allow the air to circulate underneath. And it's a bit wet, so I'll put a couple of these on just to help get masses going. Use the smallest twigs first. These, that one there's birch. It's a bit of ash there. That's ash. You can see that it's coming on quite well there. So I'll just let that build up, and have a look at it in a few minutes. Actually, not as much smoke as I thought. Right. 7 or 8 minutes have passed, and a nice little flame going in there. That's more than enough to boil up a pan of water. See there, the labels just started to peel off. Get rid of that. Yeah. So I knew the label wouldn't last long. And you got a bit of a burn there on the outside, which is normal, expected. That's a really nice flame. Yeah. I'm very pleased with that. I did plan to knock a slightly bigger hole in the side, just to feed stuff in like a rocket air stove, but that's turned out really well. I might just knock another couple of 3 smaller holes in when it's cooled down, and let a bit more air in, and as I say, I'll get out and have a fry up on it or something, or boil up. So I'm very pleased with that. Yeah, very nice.